The night sky of Arvin 4 burned with orange fire as smoke rose from the hills. Villages, once peaceful, now echoed with the cries of fear and running footsteps. And in the middle of this chaos, a young human soldier named Aaron Hale stood alone, breathing hard, holding something he never should have touched. A sword. Not just any sword, a glowing, sacred blade belonging to the great Arvenian warchief, Lord Kalar, the father of the last surviving princess of the tribe. And Kalar lay dead at Aaron's feet. The blade pulsed with blue light in Aaron's hands. He didn't steal it. He didn't even want it. He touched it only to defend himself, only to survive. But he didn't know what the sword meant. He didn't know the law of this world. But she did. Princess Lyra Kalar stepped out from the smoke, tall, fierce, silver-skinned, with bright glowing eyes that held both pain and fire. Her father's blood still stained the ground. She looked at Aaron. She looked at the sword. Then her face froze. Her voice came out low, shaking with anger and destiny. "Human, by touching my father's sacred sword, you have claimed his honor." Aaron swallowed. "I didn't mean. Ancient law binds us now," she said. "You must become my husband." And the entire valley seemed to go silent. 2 hours earlier, Aaron Hale had arrived on Arvin 4 with a small survey team. Their goal was simple: search for missing human explorers and map the untouched lands. Arvin 4 was beautiful, mountains like crystal teeth, forests that shimmered blue at night, and creatures that sang in strange harmonies. But peace never lasted long on alien worlds. Their group was attacked, fast, silent raiders from the northern clans. Aaron ran into the woods, separated from his team, until he reached the valley where two armies clashed under the rising twin moons. He didn't belong here. He didn't want to fight. But fate pushed him forward. Lord Kalar, the greatest warrior of his tribe, battled 5 raiders at once. Their blades flashed. Their roars shook dust from the cliffs. Aaron saw the moment Kalar stumbled, wounded, and the raiders closed in for the kill. He couldn't stand and watch. Aaron grabbed the nearest weapon, a sword lying on the ground near Kalar. He didn't know the blade was alive, humming with ancient magic. He didn't know that no outsider had ever touched it. He didn't know the law that protected it. He only knew he had to help. With one strike, the glowing sword burst with energy, knocking the raiders back. Aaron fought like his life depended on it. Kalar looked up, shocked, but before he could speak, an arrow took him in the chest. And everything changed. Back to the present. Princess Lyra stopped a few feet from Aaron. Her breath trembled as she looked at her father's fallen body. Aaron's voice softened. I'm sorry. I tried to save him." Lyra's jaw clenched, pain flashing across her silver eyes. "I saw. My father died with honor." "But the sword," she pointed at the glowing blade in his hands. "That sword chooses only the next protector of the royal line." Aaron blinked. "Protector?" She nodded slowly. "Protector. Partner. Husband. It is the same word in our tradition." Aaron's heart jumped. "You mean I'm bound to?" "Yes." Her voice was firm now. "You touched the sacred sword. It accepted you. It does not accept many. Now, you are tied to my family. To me." He stared at the blade, feeling its heat, its soft vibration. The sword felt almost alive, watching him. "But I'm not even Arvenian," he whispered. "I'm human. I don't belong to this world." Lyra lifted her chin. "The law does not care. The sword does not care." The ground shook suddenly. An explosion echoed from the northern ridge. Lyra turned instantly. "The raiders are coming back. We must leave now." Aaron followed her, his mind spinning. Married? Bound by law? He didn't even know this woman. He didn't know her world, her customs, her dangers. But the sword in his hand glowed brighter, as if guiding him. Running through the smoke. Lyra led him through burning trees, her movements sharp and graceful. Aaron kept close behind, still confused, still trying to breathe through fear. Finally, they reached a hidden cave carved into a cliff. The moment they stepped inside, Lyra spun around and pushed Aaron against the stone wall. Her eyes were inches from his. "Listen," she said, her voice low and intense. "If the raiders find us, they will kill you first. They will call you a thief. They will call you a curse. And they will kill me for letting this happen." Aaron swallowed. "So what do we do?" Lyra stared at the sword again. "First, you need to understand the truth. That blade does not glow for anyone except the one chosen by our ancient ancestors. My father carried it for 40 years. No Arvenian before him could even lift it without burning their hands." Aaron looked down at the sword. It didn't hurt him. It didn't burn him. It felt right. Warm. Protective. "Why me?" he asked. Lyra's voice softened for the first time. "I don't know. Humans are rare here. And yet, the blade chose you in seconds." She looked at him again, longer this time, studying him. "You must be brave," she said. "Or foolish." "Maybe both," Aaron muttered. A tiny smile touched her lips, but it faded as fast as it came. The truth behind the law. Lyra sat on a stone, her face pale with grief as she looked toward the valley where her father fell. "In our tribe," she began, "the one who touches the sacred sword becomes the next guardian. And the guardian must join blood with the royal family. It is how the strength of the sword stays alive." Aaron blinked. "Join blood, meaning marry?" She nodded once. "It is not only marriage," she added. "It is deeper than that. Our souls connect. Our destinies connect." Aaron rubbed his forehead. "Lyra, this is too much. I didn't ask for this. And I did not ask for my father to die," she replied softly. "Yet here we are." Thunder rolled outside. The raiders were getting closer. Lyra stood. "You have a choice. Leave the sword and run, but you will die before you reach your people. And the other choice? Accept the bond. Become my protector. Stay with me." She stepped closer, her eyes shining. "And maybe, save my tribe." Aaron's breath stayed caught in his chest. He didn't know this woman. He didn't fully understand her world. But he knew two things. He didn't want her to die. And he didn't want to abandon the sword that had saved him. He looked at the glowing blade once more. Then he took a slow breath. "I'll stay," he said quietly. "I'll protect you." Lyra stared at him, surprised, then relieved, then something softer. "Then the bond begins," she whispered. She placed her hand on the sword. Blue light exploded, wrapping around them both like fire and wind and electricity. Aaron felt a pull inside his chest, like a heartbeat that wasn't his. Lyra gasped, her eyes shining brighter than stars. "It is done," she said. Outside, the raiders roared as they entered the valley. Inside the cave, Lyra and Aaron stood glowing with new power. Together. Bound by ancient law. Bound by fate. Bound by a sacred sword. And the war for Arvin IV was only beginning.